All right, welcome back to the S Room podcast, everyone. I am your host, Skyler, and today I have Sandy, who is an author and communications expert today. Sandy, how are you?
Here with you.
Yes. So today we're just going to be asking you some simple questions, and then we'll talk about your book a little at the end here.
Absolutely.
So, my first question to you is, let's see, did you tell me about tell me about your job currently, or your background in being an author.
Absolutely, Skylar. I think that I have lived more than one lifetime, or so it seems. For many years, about 16 years, I was an editorial coordinator for one of the foremost newspapers in Latin America. But when I was probably at the height of my career, I decided to walk away from that, Skylar, and move from Mexico City to Los Angeles, where, of course, I would have to, start a new career from scratch, which was quite a leap of faith, to be honest. And eventually, I fell into a line of work that I find fascinating, which is court interpreting. I have to say that it's a job that I find fascinating. It would be a wonderful career option for listeners that you might have that are fully proficient in more than one language. And the thing is that although it is a very demanding full time job, it has given me a little bit of time to work on other projects. I mean, this is a full time job. It's by no means a cushy gig or anything around those lines, but I am home by, say, 6 p.m., which has allowed me to write a book. I was able to do that. It has allowed me to paint, and then I became a painter. I've sold a couple of paintings. And I've even delved into hobbies that are a little bit unusual. For instance, an amateur winemaker now, so I'm quite happy. I think my life is better rounded as a result of moving here and walking away from a career that, while also fascinating, was all consuming as to time.
Right. And so when you moved to LA, was it kind of like starting from scratch, basically?
It was definitely starting from scratch in each and every regard, Skylar. I had lived in the US as a child. I had lived on the East Coast. But the experience of living in a place as a child and as an adult are two completely different things. So when I got here as an adult here to LA, it was really like a water story in many regards. Firstly, even minor things, Skylar, for example, things that are not common in Mexico would include things as mundane as pumping gas. For example, in Mexico City, you do not personally pump your own gas, but here in the States, you do for the most part. A person that's more like an acquaintance, somebody that you know in passing, might be more likely to offer you information that will be hugely valuable in the long run. So I do think that it's very good to uh, value each and every connection you might encounter over the course of the day, the week, over the course of your life, because who knows, sooner or later they might offer something that will be very impactful on your life. So that's quite important.
Right. And so, from what you told me, your book is to help increase in self confidence and sense of inner peace. If you want to add anything to that.
Absolutely. Well, my book, which I happen to have right here, is a book that is written in a very, very conversational. And many people that have read it have described it sitting down. Um, and that's interesting because that's kind of the description that comes up time and time again in reviews. This is a book that is meant for the reader to feel more confident, more empowered, more at peace, with a greater sense of agency when they're done reading. I wrote the book because, as you were mentioning, Skylar, I do have many connections and friends in different circles. Most of my friends, at least in my view, are people that you would say are very successful, very appealing. They have it together, very attractive in many regards. And still, many of them were telling me in recent years, even before COVID, that they were feeling depressed, that they were feeling stressed out, they were not feeling as confident as they used to. So I thought, well, I'll write something, and I did. I'll write something in order to help them restore that sense of peace, restore that sense of confidence, boost their confidence.
Right. And so, I mean, I believe that everyone should get a second guess themselves. Do you believe in that?
Absolutely. I think that people should definitely feel um, more confident in expressing themselves in many ways. The thing is, Skylar, when people second guess themselves or when people doubt themselves, I can't say that that is unique or wrong. In fact, I think that would be the normal experience. Everybody at some point thinks, am I doing things wrong? Am I Will people be shocked if they see the real me? And the reality, Skylar, is that people are not paying as much attention to us as we sometimes believe. In reality, even capturing people's attention takes effort. So you can really go about your day with less self-consciousness in a way that is less self-conscious, and nothing happens. The world doesn't end. In fact, by being more authentic, you attract the people that are right for you, be it right for you as a friend, or right for your business, or right as a partner, or right as a business partner, or whatever the case may be. However, what I think is interesting is that when we talk about confidence, sometimes in our head we picture a confident person as being very loud or very open or very outgoing. And while truth are everybody has a different personality. If you're more of a quiet type, or if you're not super alpha, but rather more laid back, and that is your true nature. If you choose to express your true nature in that way, maybe not engaging in small talk, maybe being a little bit more quiet if that's your nature, doing so and being comfortable enough to just be yourself is also a show of confidence. You don't have to do the stereotypical, I'm confident, I'm here in a red tie or red blazer, and I'm, attracting attention to myself. No, really being confident is about being comfortable in your own skin and comfortable enough to be you, no matter what you are like.
Right. And as we approach the end of our time, I'm have you went through challenges if you're comfortable? Have you went through challenges in your life?
I have been through many, Skylar. In fact, I believe that's what drew people to me in the first place. Drew people that were asking me for advice as to how to navigate moments that were trying. I had to undergo the untimely death of my father, the definitely untimely death of my younger brother, also the death of a very close female friend, and even the death of another friend that was my makeup artist over a short, let's say, span of years. Also, I have been a crime victim. I have been abducted, and just a number of very terrible things, to be honest. I mean, in looking back, they have been things that have been tremendously trying. But I feel that when you have undergone things that are very dire, you do gain a greater appreciation for life in general, and it does allow you to put things in perspective. I would never want to be dismissive of whatever is causing people grief, be it something as perhaps minor, at least minor to many, such as insecurity about their appearance or being blocked on social media or anything around those lines. I can't say that I would be dismissive of that kind of thing because everything affects people in different ways. But I do urge readers and my friends in general to compare and contrast minor everyday annoyances with things in their own lives that have been a little bit more impactful or more dire. And on the other hand, many things can be easily addressed. And that is why what I try to offer my friends and my readers in the book. Ideas that will help you put things into perspective if they are hard to solve, or if they're reasonably easy to solve, ideas to solve them once and for all, and allow yourself to focus on things that are perhaps more important.
Right. And as we're at the end here, your book can be found on, I believe it's Amazon, if I'm right.
Yes, it can be found on Amazon, or if people prefer, it can also be found on barnesandnoble.com, target.com, Walmart eBooks. It can be found in an independent bookstore called the Book Baby Bookshop. I've even seen it on eBay Australia, Skylar. So I think that people will be able to find a copy easily. And I would be very happy if they took a look, and if they enjoy the content. I would love to connect with them on social media, and that's have them be a part of my circle of friends and acquaintances that help each other.
Right. And I appreciate you coming on today.
I appreciate you, Skylar. I love your show, and I love the fact that you touch upon pretty much every possible subject. I love that.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, thank you for watching again, and I hope you have a great day.